It all began when Karen, in her usual audacity, installed a pool using my water line without permission. She claimed she had the right to use the property and asserted entitlement over resources she had no legal authority to access. What she did not realize was that her audacious interference would trigger a response designed to teach a lesson she would never forget. Her reckless assumption of control over my property and water supply would soon collide with preparation, strategy, and carefully orchestrated consequences. From the moment I discovered her unauthorized pool, I documented everything meticulously. Security cameras captured her arrival with materials, the digging, the connection to the water line, and every boastful statement she made while trespassing. Audio recordings preserved her threats and justification attempts. Every prior incident of trespass, harassment, and audacious interference was compiled into a comprehensive dossier, highlighting her repeated pattern of entitlement. Karen had no idea that her actions had triggered a carefully planned response. Rather than confront her immediately, I allowed the pool installation to proceed for a brief period, ensuring all actions were fully documented. Once sufficient evidence was captured, I implemented a strategic and dramatic response. I rerouted her water line to a sewage pipe. The pool, which she had envisioned as a luxurious escape, immediately filled with waste instead of clean water, rendering it unusable. Karen and her guests, expecting leisure and luxury, were instead confronted with the results of her audacity. Panic, confusion, and disbelief replaced her prior confidence. As word of the incident spread, law enforcement and neighbors were made aware of Karen's unauthorized use of private property. The situation was entirely documented, from her initial trespass to the installation and final consequences. Every attempt she made to assert authority or justify her actions was systematically countered with evidence, legal documentation, and public awareness of her audacity. Her attempt to manipulate the situation instantly became a permanent record of recklessness and entitlement without merit. To prevent any future interference, additional measures were implemented. Security cameras, reinforced fencing, automated alerts, and legal notices ensured that Karen could not repeat her unauthorized actions. Her ability to intimidate, manipulate, or assert entitlement over property she did not own was permanently neutralized. Every audacious act she had attempted became evidence of her recklessness and overreach. Neighbors and the community quickly became aware of the incident. Karen's credibility, already tenuous from previous audacious acts, suffered permanent damage. Her repeated attempts to interfere, manipulate, and assert authority over property without legal standing were exposed publicly. Observers recognized the lesson clearly. Audacity without preparation, authority, or strategic foresight is destined to fail. Karen had assumed fear, confusion, or compliance would follow her actions. Instead, she discovered that reckless interference meets immediate, unavoidable, and humiliating consequences. In the days following the incident, the pool remained unusable, the property fully secure, and calm restored. Karen's audacity had been decisively neutralized, leaving her exposed, powerless, and publicly humiliated. The incident became a cautionary tale. Reckless entitlement, unauthorized interference, or audacious assertion of control without preparation, legal authority, or strategy always backfires. By the end of the week, the ranch and surrounding property were serene, secure, and fully under lawful control. Karen's audacity had been decisively defeated, leaving her exposed, powerless, and permanently shamed. Every observer understood the principle. Attempts to manipulate, intimidate, or assert authority without preparation, legal knowledge, or strategic foresight inevitably backfire. Karen had been exposed, powerless, and permanently humbled, leaving the property safe, fully protected, and entirely under rightful control.